Hello everyone, Espurr here. Now what is today's game on Clan Blitz Undertale? We're watching the light Tetras, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's light. Okay. Let's see. So they're playing it on a pretty fast comp, but this is also just it's X rank, so okay, whatever. Still though, good to know what your comp is and is not good at. You try your best to hold off the left, but I'm not gonna blame you too much. Although I think holding off for a little bit probably would have been a good idea, because you were fighting the entire enemy team. Regardless, now you're trying to push in here. Get that ball. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, I can't really comment too much there. I should mention here, the person playing this felt like they had an issue where they were playing fine at the start, but things fell apart at the beginning. So, let's see what they did at the start, and keep that in mind for what happened at the end. Because what I think might happen is nothing changed. Okay. When the game is about to end, you need to change how you play depending on how the game's doing. So, you need to be a bit safer. If you're winning, you need to be a bit safer. Because you don't want to get rid of that lead. But anyways. Spending a lot of time on this guy. Yeah, okay, so there was a crab on the left, and you felt, okay. Or like a lot of stuff on the left, and you're like, okay. I'm just going to try to take this guy out. But you weren't doing it very fast. And at that point, they were running away. So pursuing them would be difficult, but you pursued them anyways, and because you ignored the left, you died to something that you didn't know was there. Anyways. Okay. Fair push. Someone's around here. Okay, good. You're not dead. Now you are dead. Now whatever. You got your value. So. I don't think your team is able to score anymore. Never mind, okay. Push continues. Not worth it. It's not worth getting that clam. And you know it. There we go. Go ahead, backing up. Sprinkler to do something. Neat. Just trying to tell your team. Okay, that. Okay. That could have been really bad. Whatever. You got out of it. Pushing here, I don't think was a good idea though. You have your zip as well. Why not try to push him with your zip? And if you did want to him like that, the push you did seemed like I gotta pause. The push you did seemed like the kind of push you're hunting for kills basically. And in that situation, I don't think it was possible for you to get a kill without immediately dying and hoping you just laser someone. So what had to have happened is that you try to go in for the sake of getting attention. With that, hope that your enemy and also use Zipcaster to help communicate that. People typically tend to push in whenever specials are popped. So pop your Zipcaster and try to take some attention so that your teammates can come in and try to do something. That's really the only thing that could have worked if you wanted to go in. Whether or not you should have gone in, I think you could have. If you gone in the way I described. Or at the very least, didn't try to just monkey in and try to get kills. There was no way that was happening. Here, let's try to analyze this situation more, because this is probably where everything fell apart. Okay. So things were being set up well until this part. But this isn't something your team can't recover from. Alright, and now they're playing a brush so they can get up pretty quick. And now this is where everything will start falling apart. There's two specials on their side. Yeah. Okay. I think I want to look at more of the setup, to be honest. Like, go back here. We watched the action, but how how was everything set up? Okay, so push here. Fall back, okay. Check the map. Okay. So to the right. Alright. So this fight. They have a crab online. Okay. Then you try to go in here. When you're a person down, I did not realize that. Okay. Yeah, so you were a person down and then try to go in here. You try to... The only real thing that you personally did here was really push in at that moment. The thing is, though, they were... like, you could have seen fairly easily that push actually just wasn't really a good idea. Yeah, it's kind of dumb that they ended up getting, like, to 8 to 12 from that one mistake. But that kind of is the nature of Splatoon. They're also just playing a really fast, a really fast comp, the other team. Especially with the brush. The brush can very easily capitalize on things. Regardless. Here. Now you're trying to force in a push, and it's kind of... should be able to make these work. I'd say toss the ball, use your Zipcaster. Are you going to do it? Okay. And then you focus down on the ball. The thing is, like, going to 12 isn't impossible. You can do it. And it's not particularly hard. You just need to have a good push. Yeah. That wouldn't have been enough. But still, you still have a minute. You're fine. Here. Okay. I want to try to analyze how you're trying to push in here. It honestly seems like you're just trying to force yourself in. And I mean, I guess that is how Tetra plays. But you're trying to force yourself in the wrong ways, I guess. Yeah. So here, yeah, the Zipcaster wasn't really working. I think the reason why you popped it is because you're like, okay, things are going bad. I need a power spike. And Zipcaster, it's the wrong kind of power spike for that situation. Zipcaster just gives you a spike in mobility, not in a spike of firepower. And while mobility can help, while a spike in mobility can help, it helps more when in the setup phase in order to disrupt the people. Or when the team's pushing. Yeah. So what happened is they got a really good push that you guys couldn't really recover from. And I think the reason why you couldn't recover was because simply, like, you kept... The way you tried to push in was kind of meh. You had resources to push in better with your Zipcast and all that stuff, but it just didn't really seem to work all too well. When you pop your Zipcaster, you want to make sure you have someone you want to target. It helps if there's a backline, but if there isn't, just go for someone. Regardless, pop the Zipcaster. You could distract some people with that. Your team could probably put in. Come in, probably help you out, get the kill, and there you go. Set up for a good push. Really, you tried to do it with your main weapon, but you also, I'm pretty sure when Tetras try to do their Tetra thing, they normally try to go in like some kind of off angle, and you dive directly in front of them. And because they're looking in front of them, of course they shot you and you immediately died. But yeah, if you want to try to like go in for a push when there's no real initiating special, you want to go in at an off angle where they aren't initially looking, so that you don't immediately die. But yeah, that's it for today. See ya, though.